What is up, perps? Back with another video. So this video has to do with the protection of that gun companies have from lawsuits. Now understand, you can sue a gun company if they put out a defective product that causes injury, or they put out a defective product that's just a POS. You can sue gun companies just like you can automotive companies, just like you can any other company, unless you're a vaccine company. Let that one stick in your craw. So if you're injured by a product, you can sue gun companies. What we're getting into here is, let's get this. You guys should know by now, we do our screen share, we throw on some music. So, alright, this is a House bill accompanied by a Senate bill. So in the Senate, this is 1338. In the House, this is 2841. So this was introduced on 4/22 of 2021. I believe both these bills were entered or introduced the same day, so that date sticks for both. So this is to repeal the Protection of Lawful Commerce and Arms Act, and provides for the discoverability and admissibility of gun trace information in civil proceedings. So a lot of your normal gun control idiots are in on this bill. Richard Blumenthal. If you have watched any of my previous videos, you should know by now how I feel about good old Dick Blumenthal. For himself, Chris Murphy's on here. He's another idiot. Dick Durbin's on here. Well, he kind of fits with Blumenthal. Tammy Duckworth is here. She's an absolute mental midget. Senator Warren. Yeah, her. Reed is here. The absolute socialist communist Bernie Sanders is on here. Diane, well, I want to ban all semi-automatic firearms. Feinstein is on here. Mark Menendez is on here. Senator Merkley. Who else do we got on here? Caper, Corey Crazy Eyes Booker, Cardin's on here, Van Hollen, Amy, I look like I could shoot through a 2x4 Klobuchar's on here, Merkley, Padilla, Senator Whitehouse, who wants to talk about everybody else getting money except for the people who fund him, Senator Whitehouse. Gillibrand, Baldwin, Tim Kaine, who is an absolute moron, but we'll leave that out of this discussion for now. Mr. Casey introduced the following bill, twice read for the Committee on the Judiciary, which is how a lot of these bills read. Okay, so this is to repeal the protection of blah, blah, blah. I'm going to learn how to talk one day. I keep saying that in all my videos. I'm going to learn how to do it. I will, I promise, one of these days. To repeal the Protection of Lawful Commerce and Arms Act, and to provide for the discoverability and admissibility of gun trace information in civil proceedings. So this act may be cited as equal access to justice for victims of gun violence. I almost forgot. As usual, we have said plasma cut for this one. And this is kind of a pirate flag. It's got kind of a clown jester skull in it. Pretty cool flag. That's the plasma cut for this edition of Paper Cuts. So basically, if you wanted to throw this whole nut crazy bill into a single kind of consumable format, and if you guys are watching this video, you could pause it and read this stuff. What they do is they repeal two provisions of the Lawful Commerce and Arms Act, and what this amounts to is, to put this down into its actual terms how it will be applied. If someone gets shot in a city or a town or subdivision or anything like that, someone completely unrelated to that situation, if that person was shot with the ubiquitous Glock, well, then that person who is completely unrelated to this situation could sue Glock for damages. The people who sue can get a hold of the history for this gun. So if I sold a gun and then 10 years later it was used in a crime, well, then they can use the serial number and such to find me. And not only do they sue Glock, they sue me because I at some point had something to do with this firearm that some other asshole used in a crime. This whole bill is made to do a couple of things. One is to bankrupt the gun companies. Because if anybody can sue when someone gets shot with a firearm, well, then you will have lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit doing nothing but sucking the money out of a company and bankrupting them. Number two, if I, as a private seller, sold a firearm and it was used in a crime, well, guess what? They get to come after me for this with civil penalties, which is going to make a statement that you should not be doing any sort of person to person sales. They are trying to shut down any types of gun sales, be it commercially or personally. That's all this bill's about. It's not there to help people. It is not there to stop gun crime. It is simply there to punish gun companies and private sellers. That's what this bill is meant to do. If Ford sells a car, we'll go into this argument again. If Ford sells a car and that car is then later used in a bank robbery, it is not Ford's fault. If Ford sells an SUV, much like they did not too long back, and a person uses said SUV to run through a parade full of people, killing people and wounding many, many others, it is not Ford's fault. Bills like this are absolutely insane. I can't state that strongly enough. And if you are said person who believes in such bills as this, you really are not intelligent enough to draw breath that anybody that can have a logical thought draws. I'm surprised you made it past puberty without killing yourself in some sort of very weird masturbation event. And that's all I have to say about that. So, anyway, I'm going to move on to the next one, kids. Y'all perks, take it easy. Be cool, and I'm out.